A divine revelation you were never meant to forget. My child, there is a reason this message is finding you now and not earlier. The timing is not random. Heaven does not rush, and it never arrives late. Something within you has reached the exact frequency required for remembrance. There was a moment, long before your first breath, when your soul stood at the edge of becoming human. You were shown fragments of what life would demand from you: loss, endurance, courage, and an unusual strength that would be tested again and again. You were not forced into this world. You agreed to enter it. The day your spirit crossed over, there was hesitation in the unseen realms, not because you were weak, but because your presence would disrupt patterns that had gone unchallenged for generations. Some things survive only because no one has the authority to confront them. You were sent with that authority sealed inside you. Your arrival shifted invisible structures. Paths that were meant to repeat themselves were quietly broken. Agreements made without love began to fracture the moment. Your soul anchored itself into flesh. Your mother sensed this shift, even if she couldn't explain it. There were moments she looked at you and felt both awe and fear. Not fear of you, but fear for you. She knew, deep inside, that your life would not be ordinary or easy. She knew protection would be required. What you don't remember is that you were never alone, not even for a second. When you cried for the first time, your sound carried layers. One was human, one was ancestral, one was eternal. That sound awakened guardians who had been waiting for centuries. And it also alerted watchers who realized something had slipped through their grasp. That is why resistance followed you early. You were challenged not because you were flawed, but because you were marked. Your sensitivity, your awareness, your ability to feel deeply. These were not weaknesses. They were evidence that your soul never fully dimmed itself to fit this world. There were times in your childhood when you sensed presences, patterns or meanings others dismissed. You noticed shifts in people's moods before they spoke. You felt truth before it was proven. You carried emotions that weren't yours because your spirit was already doing work beyond your age. There was a point when your path could have closed, a narrow moment when circumstances nearly diverted you completely. You may remember it as an illness, an accident, a loss, or a sudden change. What you don't know is that intervention occurred quietly, not dramatically, not loudly, but decisively. Something was preserved that day. You have always felt the pull between worlds, the need to retreat and the call to lead, the desire for solitude and the responsibility to stand visible. This tension exists because you are both a receiver and a transmitter. You were built to gather truth and release it when the time is right. Your dreams are not random. They are